Next guests are the two latest Aussie exports that are conquering Hollywood. Let's meet them.
Jacob Elordi and Odessa Young are proving to be our brightest new stars.
Do you like it?
Very much.
Jacob recently smouldering as Elvis in Priscilla. And, of course, the tour de force that was Saltburn.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
And Odessa appearing in hits like The Staircase and Stephen King's The Stand.
Are you real?
Ask me again in a little while.
Now, the pair is set to star in a new series, The Narrow Road to the Deep North.
You a gambling man?
Occasionally, yeah. 10 shillings, you make it through the entire year alive.
About a prisoner of war whose memory of his one true love helps him survive the darkest of times.
Be sure to enjoy your weekend, Dorigo.
Oh, you dance, do you?
Do you love him?
Would you please welcome Jacob Elordi and Odessa Young? Very excited. Thank you for being here. Before we get into this in earnest, Odessa, I caught you spotting yourself in the monitor just before and freaking out.
We don't need to talk about it.
Why? Why can't you?
It's really hard to see. That's horrible.
What do you mean? Hey, there we go. Someone else.
I also, it helps. I don't have my glasses on right now, so for all I know, it could be anyone.
But you realise your work is like on camera.
Yeah.
That's a bad job for you to have.
I know. I have no other qualifications. I can't back out.
Anyway, well, we're glad you're putting up with it for us.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's really tough.
Jacob, welcome back to Australia. How does it feel? This is an epic show. How does it feel to be part of an epic Australian project like this?
Mate, it's huge. I've wanted to work at home since I left home, so it's massive for me. And working with Justin Kurzel has been a dream of mine since I was about 14 or 15 years old. So it's like it's surreal.
The term leading man often gets associated with you now. They say leading man. It's very exciting. How does it feel? I know, right? Leading man. People describe me as a following man. So, like, how does it feel to be out in front, leading the way?
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm just super grateful that I get to keep working, again and again and again. It's kind of the only thing that I'm okay at. Anything else that I'm kind of really dud at. So it's, it's a dream come true. It sounds really cliched, but it is. It's my literal dream.
I think Sam wants to know how he could become...
Yeah, it was more about me, to be honest, but you're doing great, I agree.
Odessa, you are also based overseas. How nice is it to come home and actually be able to do the Aussie accent for a decent amount of time?
I was telling Jacob didn't know this, I had to get an accent coach to get back to Australia.
No.
Really? For so long.
What was the trickiest kind of phrasing or wording that you struggled with?
I think it's just like the roundness of the American accent I've picked up. Yeah. It's really hard over there to ask for a glass of water. You have to say water. And so you just pick things up and I had to when I did my audition for this show, I was watching all these self-tapes back going, I sound completely American. If I get this, I'm going to have to really work on it. And then I got it, and I had to really work on it.
Was it hard for you listening to your voice back? If you hate seeing yourself on screen, do you also hate listening to your voice?
Yes, it's all bad. It's all terrible.
Right, oh, God.
Yeah.
It's a traumatic experience.
I pay a lot of money for therapy.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Jacob, you play a prisoner of war in this. Mm-hmm. It's brutal. I mean, how hard were those scenes to shoot, knowing that in the past, in history, Australian troops and others went through that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're never even going to get close to what those men endured. But, after talking to Richard Flanagan and sort of working with Justin Kurzel, you know that you're going to have to make it sort of as real as is humanly possible in an artistic kind of way. So it was gruelling, but it was also, there was a great sense of love while we were working, because it was a bunch of young guys together working towards a common goal and a common understanding of truth. So it was, while it was gruelling, it was also incredibly fulfilling.
Well, you went and saw Flanagan. How important were his words? And when you read them and read the book, did that help you portray that character?
Yeah, I mean, Richard Flanagan doesn't waste words. He kind of speaks in poetry, and everything that comes out of his mouth is profound. And then 2 days after speaking to him, you'll get an email that kind of, breaks down what he said and further confirms it. He's a genius, and when you're working with somebody like him or Justin Kurzel, they kind of do the work for you, and you just kind of have to make yourself open, to be able to...
Well, you really committed to the role. I mean, we saw you literally wasting away on screen, and the background actors as well, they committed to that too, right?
Yeah, there was a group of, maybe like 40 blokes in total that went through a sort of rigorous 6-week period where we had nutritionists and trainers that helped us kind of not eat food. Yeah.
That seems like an easy job for a See that? Don't eat it.
Wow.
Yeah. It was, but it was a lot of, everyone was responsible to each other, and our kind of the love for each other kind of hit a level that you don't really get in everyday life, or sort of.
That's leading man stuff right there, man.
Not surprisingly, I mean, there's been gushing praise from critics. In fact, one said that this has the potential to stand alongside films like Gallipoli, which is pretty iconic. How special, Odessa, is that to hear something like that?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, every time you go into a project, you hope that that's going to be what people say about it. But you don't show up at work every day for that. You show up to do the best that you can do in that situation, in those circumstances. So it's just, it's amazing to get that feedback.
It's amazing work, but just so you know, in Australia we say project, not project. So just with that,
Back to the accent, coach.
This is what I mean!
apart from that, it was amazing. So,
Giving myself away.
well done.
Well, all 5 episodes of The Narrow Road to the Deep North will premiere on Prime Video April 18. Would you please put your hands together for Jacob Elordi and Odessa Young?